I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendars. Also, if you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyandroid.com over there. Okay, all the information's there. Just give me an email, and we'll set up a time and place for that. Also, if you like to protect your cryptocurrencies from all those criminals like the government, also go to psychicreadingsbyandroid.com to find the Trezor cold wallet link. Okay, let's get started on the first reading while we're waiting for people to come in. Okay, so we got the title of today's show. It's XRP coin, buy or sell. Get the truth. Okay, is it a time to sell it? Is it a time to buy it? Let's have a look. Let's see what the cards say as we're waiting for people to join the chat. Just getting through a rainstorm for the last day or two. Lots and lots of rain. It sure beats the snow that we've had for the last little while, but rain is a lot better than snow. I don't have to dig it. So let's get started on the XRP. So let's have a look. We got Robert S. Hello, Robert. We got some previous questions that we're going to go through, and then we'll get into the chat. Okay, so let's have a look at XRP for the next little while. Is it a buy or is it a sell right now? So the answer to the question is yes, buy right now if you can, if it's on the exchanges that you're part of. I believe the court case is going to go for a little bit longer. It's not that much longer. XRP Ripple is going to be winning that one anyways. And it's going to be opening up the rest of the cryptocurrencies to the public. Okay? Because there's a lot of things that are going to be solved and proved to the world community about cryptocurrencies going forward. Okay? So the health of that cryptocurrency, the XRP, is a little shaky at the moment. I think it was going down when I last tracked it. And we're going to get some sleepless nights and that sort of thing within the team itself. The 10 cycle, it seems to, the 10 card, meaning the end of a cycle within the health. Everybody thought it was going to be done right now, all this stuff with the SEC. It's going to be a little bit longer. I think they just announced that. But when it's over and done, I don't think it's going to be that much longer. Then it's going to really start to pop. Okay? And there's some black hat activity within the XRP community and the coin itself going on. And they're getting rid of, actually. Okay, so it was supposed to be an end of a cycle, and I think they've extended it for a little bit of time. Okay, so the price point, I think it's going to start to go up after that moment of time. So it is a buying opportunity for everybody out there. Okay. So when it's nice and low, buy. When it gets nice and high, sell. It's that simple, okay? And when you buy it, just sit on it. Don't worry about it. Don't fuss over it. Me and the wife are thinking of doing a T-shirt or something with "sit on it" with a cryptocurrency coin or something on there. We're seeing if it's copywritten or not for that slogan. So it might be something coming up in the future. Okay, so the people that are involved with the XRP coin at this time and this whole scenario, It's a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of fear tactics to keep people away from the XRP coin itself. Regular people will probably think twice about getting into the cryptocurrency. You have to remember Warren Buffett. He always says, even though he's not one of my favorite guys in the entire world, when people are fearful, be greedy. When people are being greedy, be afraid. Okay, so just write that down, put it on a sticky note. Whenever you're in doubt, look at that sticky note and that phrase, and you'll do all right. Okay. Other things, it's the end of the fight. It's coming to an head. Actually, this whole XRP SEC thing going on. So that's going to be coming to an end very soon. It seems long, but it's not. Okay. So it is a buying time right now for XRP. So if you have not financial advice, you do what you do, but it's probably a good time to purchase that XRP. Okay, let's move forward to the next thing. We got Yvonne, my wife, on the team, the technical team. Okay. Is it time to sell your Shib this year? Okay. Shiba Inu. I know everybody loves that coin. I don't think it's. Let's see what the cards say. Is it a buying opportunity or is it a selling opportunity for this year? Okay. So first things that I'm seeing in the cards themselves for buying and selling this year, I think it's going to be a buying time for this cryptocurrency because we got the death card. So the health of it is going to be going down for the next little while for the remainder of the year. So it gives us great buying opportunities, not selling opportunities. Unfortunately, I know everybody was waiting for, I got to sell all my Shib at a good price. The time is not yet. Okay. But we are getting in the cards that it's some great buying opportunities. Okay. For next little while, within the next year, there's a lot of things being revealed about the Shiba Inu platform coming up. And a lot of the things that were going on behind the scenes that are going to be hurting the price of the coin. Okay. Even now, these things are very quick to affect people, and it makes the price go bouncing around like crazy. They are going to be taming that in no time flat. Yeah, all the indicators are saying it's not a selling time. It is a buying time, and there's going to be a lot of work. They're still doing a lot of work behind the scenes to correct all the technical errors on their end to make it nice and smooth. Okay. Still people complaining about the usefulness of the Shiba Inu platform because there's a lot of money making opportunities on their platform itself. It's like bearing bones, and which is what do you call it? Staking. Okay, you can stake your Shib, you can trade your Shib, pair your Shib with another cryptocurrency for borrowing, that sort of thing, which can make you some pretty good coin. So if you're into that borrowing thing where you got to match it with another crypto like Bitcoin, I think the Shib is going to go down below the price of what you're going to be putting in for the Bitcoin itself. So if you ever want to make extra money from your Shib, maybe have a look at the platform, it's the website itself. There's some great opportunities there. Okay. So in the next little while, it's a buying opportunity. Okay. So let's get to the next one. Ethereum after. What's it going to look like after 2.0 when it finally arrives? Okay. Keep delaying, which is normal. Just like any other cryptocurrency. Okay. Hey, we got Super Whittle Guy today. We missed you yesterday. Yeah. Okay. What will Ethereum 2.0 look like after it's all said and done? Okay. Probably pretty rocky for the first little bit. You can already see that happening. Because that's what happens when anything new happens and people are undecided about the whole situation. They're unsure of if it's going to be the big thing or not. And that's normal human behavior. Okay, let's see what the cards say. The cards say what it will look like when it finally arrives in June, July, August, whenever they finally release it. It seems that the health of everything is going to be okay. The decisions have been made by the people that it's the way to go. Okay. And we're going to see a lot of people buying in at that time when the price is high instead of buying it now when the price is low. Right? Buy low, sell high. Of course, everybody's a little frightened about the price of the Ethereum coin. And if we go back to Warren Buffett, it is good buying opportunities at this time. We got to switch our thinking around about when to buy, when to sell. Okay. So we do have a 10 card, a 10 of wands on the price. So it's the end of a cycle for that cryptocurrency after it's all said and done. So it's going to be, doing this whole wonky thing that it's been doing for the last little while. And it's probably going to go nice and high after a period of time, after a couple of weeks of people feeling it out. I'm picking up because people, like I said, we're going to be uncertain of where it's going to be going. And after that moment in time, it's all the confusion's gone in, and then the price is going to go up as everybody's been predicting it's going to be doing. Okay. The people involved with this one, they're going to be really tired from all the extra work that they've been pumping out for the last little while. I already see that after it's done, they're going to be taking a rest mostly and just doing repairs and stuff as they do the launch. Okay. And not add any new work to their docket. But they're going to be confident in what they're doing and just fixing little minor things that come along, which is fairly normal. So that in itself may give little great buying opportunities as it gets launched. Okay, it's going to go, oh, they got a problem in the news cycle. Okay, and that's when you buy. Okay, because everybody else will be selling because of little minor problems that are going on inside the Ethereum 2.0. So some great buying opportunities coming up, and it's going to go pretty well afterwards. Okay, after it's all said and done, let's get on to the next thing. Now, somebody was asking for the Toronto Dominion Bank closing. Now, if you've been paying attention, I got to be careful with my words. After the honkening, if you know what I mean, put it in the chat. TD Bank was doing some not so nice things to the clients of their bank. Now, and with everything else going on, Canadian banks are a little strict on cryptocurrencies. Okay. They get a little antsy when you're doing trades. You're taking money out of the bank account to buy some cryptocurrencies here in Canada. Will they close with all this shenanigans that they've been doing? Have done, will do, and are doing now. So let's have a look at this. Okay, it seems that their money is going to be okay. They're not going to get all these victories along the way because their name is pretty much mud within Canada itself, and could be the worldwide, because I do believe that Toronto Dominion Bank is worldwide in some aspects. But in Canada, their name is pretty much mud. They will survive, and they're going to be running some ads and putting out little fires and stuff. Okay. So when they'll recover, we got the tower, but it's upside down, and that's everybody jumping out of the top window, and everything collapsing in on themselves. So the Toronto Dominion Bank will recover from all this stuff that they've done in the past and carry on as they were doing previously. But I think they're going to be having a lot less clients that they had previously from all the stuff they were doing during the honking. Okay. And people are going to be hung up on if they should get back into Toronto Dominion or go to other banking. I do see a lot of people using cryptocurrencies instead of banking. And today's technology, we can do that. Okay. You don't actually need a bank, which is probably scary to a lot of us, but it can be done. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it can be done, where you don't really need a bank. And of course, cryptocurrencies give you better returns. So that's another thing that banks are going to have to contend with, that if you keep your money in a cryptocurrency, you're going to get better returns than any bank could ever give you. Okay. So that's the next thing that they're going to have to contend with. Okay. So they're going to be fine. They're going to trudge along within the Canadian banking system going forward, but they're going to be limping along for the next little while. Okay. Hopefully that answers everybody's question. Any price predictions on Zilliqa, Polygon in 2023? Looking to build bigger positions if prices fall. So he's looking for those buying opportunities. Okay, this was a question from a gentleman that gave me a super chat yesterday, and I guess we missed it. Okay. The question wasn't attached to the super chat. So we'll get to that today. Hopefully he's watching today. It's some dancing hippo thing that he gave me. I don't see it on my end, unfortunately, with the restream. But the wife said it was quite fun. Okay, so we'll do Zilliqa first. There's quite a few questions here. Okay. Zilliqa, any price predictions? We're at the end of a cycle. We got a 10 card, a 10 of swords. And if you remember, that's the guy with all the swords on his back, and he's laying on the ground going, ah! So that is going to be ending. I think they were going through a rough time of it, and not that long ago, with everything going on. And then we got some white hat action going on there as well with the health. They're a little hung up on how to move forward. Okay. So the price is going to, I'll just say it this way. There's going to be some good buying opportunities coming for Zilliqa. Okay. So that means it's going to be. So when it goes low, buy more. Okay. So that's the price wise. There's some nefarious things going on within the team itself, which they're going to get rid of. And the people are just busily in the background building things for the future moving forward. So the price is going to be low, and there's going to be some good buying opportunities for anyone who's interested in Zilliqa. So yeah, I think in 2023, it's going to be a building time for them. Okay. It will follow the Bitcoin price as every other crypto does, but the big things that happen within the platform, I think will be for quite some time. Okay. So that's the Zilliqa part. Now we're going to look at Polygon Matic. Is there buying opportunities for Polygon? Okay. Oh, definitely some good buying opportunities for everybody for Polygon. And it's a big yes. We got the Ace of Swords, meaning yes, there's going to be some great buying opportunities for everybody for Polygon. They're no longer hung up on the price and direction forward. I think they figured themselves out. Everybody's fighting against the Bitcoin root stocks thing. I think they figured out their place in the sun. So now it's just time to take that and move forward. We got the 10 card again, but it's upside down of the swords, 10 of swords. I'll just show it there, but it's upside down. Yeah, he's having a good time. Hey. We got them no longer being hung up on situations, and everything's going to move forward. So there are buying opportunities in the next little while, but I think it's going to be going up much, much better for selling opportunities in that time frame. Okay. So hopefully that answers those questions. I guess we'll move on to the next thing. Hi, Andre. What year will the stock market get bullish again? Well, it's usually a cycle of 7 years. This is just what history shows us every time that it starts to collapse. So if you're stuck with stock and all that, don't sell it at a loss. Okay, always wait for it to recover. Never sell at a loss unless you really, really, really need the money. And don't panic. Okay? If you can, and it's at a high right now, sell. Okay? But if you're trapped in it and you didn't get it in time, just sit on it and wait for it to go back up. Okay? So, which year will it go back up? Six, 7. It's going to be in the year 6. Okay. Of course, with that put out there, which is a normal cycle. Okay. It will start to gradually go up, but we won't have these parabolic moves until the 6th year, unless the government and the SEC and all that silliness does some weird things behind the scenes to pump it up with more money printing. But it's usually normally 7 years, but in the 6th year, I think it's going to be going up quite considerably. So if you're willing to wait, okay. But with that, the whole system is going to be quite changed from what it used to be. It won't be the normal traditional system. It's all going to be on the new system, which is the blockchain system going forward. So it's overall, it's going to be better where the money is going to have better value, okay, because it's actually linked to something with value, okay, instead of air or on oil, like the petrodollar, which is crumbling right now. So in about 6 years, okay, that's a great question. Thank you, Robert. Hi, Andre. Would appreciate a 3-card reading on my crypto stock portfolio. And we got a Twitch person today. Hello, Twitch. Saying all kinds of interesting things. Okay. Of course, most of you don't see this. I do. 3-card reading on David's portfolio. I think it's going to be fine. I think you're going to need to pump up on more of the legacy cryptocurrencies. There's going to be a dip in your stock portfolio just because that's what happens. If you're willing to wait that time period of the 6 years or whatever, never sell at a loss. If you can, if you can handle that, and when it's low, buy more, right? So you're going to have a lot of buying opportunities coming up for yourself for many of the cryptos and stocks and bonds that you're holding at this time. It's just showing me that you need more of the legacy cryptocurrencies to move forward. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out, David. How high will interest rates go up in Canada? Well, they're holding it back. I know that from because once it goes up, everything starts to collapse. Okay, here in Canada, but when the World Bank starts to knock on Justin Trudeau's door, go, hey, we're calling in our favors and chits. They're gonna have to, right? I'm picking up number 3, so 3% maybe. Probably when it's all said and done, they're probably going to be 3%. I know in the United States they went up marginally. They're going up marginally and trying to get everything going again in the United States. I think the United States is going to recover much faster, okay, than Canada, because they're already taking steps to counter Mr. Biden's interesting financial policies. We'll just say that. Okay. So overall, in that time period when they're going to do this, we're going to have a change in leadership. Getting back to work here in Canada, there's not a lot of people working. Okay. So when we get that economy moving and everything getting back to normal, which it should have been, shouldn't have done it in the first place. And we won't go too much into that, or be a rubble. It'll be a rumble video. Yeah, I still see the number 3 coming up, so 3 to 4% in the next couple of years. They're going to have to do it gradually, trying not to collapse the entire thing, completely destroyed. But it's that switchover that's going to be happening around the world from the old system into the new system. And that's all going to be part of that. Okay, so 3 is the number. Okay, hopefully that helps you out, Russell. $14 again this year. Wow. I know Theta is having a heyday since Netflix is having a little bit of difficulty. Just a little bit of difficulty. And they're both connected in some weird, wonderful way. Let's have a look. Will Theta reach $14 again this year? No. But it's going to be a slow burn going back up to that price because of the Netflix thing and many of those other channels. How they're connected, I'm not quite sure. But there is a correlation between the Netflix thing and the Theta thing. So I think Theta is going to be having a heyday with its price because of the Netflix situation going on. And I think it's more of the distribution of video, okay, for Netflix itself, where Theta doesn't really have that situation going on for themselves. So it's a yes. Within the next, not this year, but the following year, it'll get back up to that $14 per coin. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Can you tell us when the Dutch royals and the dirty politicians will be exposed publicly? Well, they already are starting to. Just not on the main news channels, but they're already being exposed. I know Elon was exposing some of the elites today with his Twitter, with Mr. Bill Gates. We can't go too much more into that because then it would become a Rumble exclusive. Okay, Dutch royals. We'll look at that one first. It's something that's going to be coming up, and then it's going to be fading into on the main news channels into the background as they're going to be coming up with other things to look at. If you ever notice, the news always does this. They always put something in front of you to try to keep you in fear, because politicians need you to be in fear all the time to keep you complacent and controllable. Okay, so they're going to be coming up with something new to take your attention away from the Dutch royals and all the things that they're doing onto something else. But if you look at other channels that aren't mainstream, it's probably going to be revealed to them. Okay, so regular people will not care anymore. They're going to be focused on the new thing. Okay, but they will be revealed in other places. Okay, and the people that follow that sort of thing. So it's already happening. It's just not going to be in a big way. And the dirty politicians, they're already being exposed worldwide. Just a little bit on Fox, if you watch Fox. I don't think any other news channels do that. You'd have to go onto YouTube and that sort of thing. Rumble, they're being exposed. But generally, the public at large, they don't really care. Okay, they like being lied to. That's the way things are. That's why we call them sheep. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. They are being revealed, but just not on the big channels. Okay, well, thank you for the question. Hey, Brad. Hi, Andre. With the avian bird flu rampant in the U.S. with 15 million chickens killed so far. So many food processing plants fires. It looks like takedown of the food supply is on the the purpose. Okay. Yeah, they've been working on the farming situation for quite some time, especially here in Canada and the US, trying undermining all the farming system. They're either buying all the farming, the elites, and or undercutting or destroying regular farmers' production in some way, trying to starve us. Okay. I think that's going to be overturned. Okay. And a lot of that is fear mongering. Let's just throw some cards down. Yeah, the farmers know where it's at, and they're going to be bringing their stuff to the market, even with all this nonsense going on with the avian bird flu thing. And it's more of a fear tactic, okay, than anything else. So we got like the sun. So the farmers are going to win. They're going to win the day and still bring their chickens to market. And all the other produce and everything else produced. It's just another fear tactic to keep people in fear and to keep the people in power in power. Okay. Thank you for the question, Brad. Okay. Hello, Andre. A reading for Arbitrum. Arbitrum. I'm assuming that's a cryptocurrency. Yeah, Daniel says those sheep need a big slap to wake up. True. It's the unfortunate part where they'll wake up for a short time, but they got memories like goldfish. So, as soon as they go around the bowl again, they forgot everything that they remembered from the last thing that they did. And they just carry on from there. Okay. Arbitrum. It seems that this one's okay. Overall, there's some things going on behind the scenes that are going to be affecting the price in some big way. They got a 10 of cups, but it's not the end of cycle, so they're going to have to repeat over and over on what they're doing previously. And the health isn't the greatest, so at this time in the next 3 months. So I'm picking up, it may be some really good buying opportunities for anybody who's interested in that one. Will they pop back up? Because there's going to be a lot of cryptocurrencies that are going to be falling off the face of the planet. Yeah, they're going to survive, but just barely. Okay. Hopefully that answers that question. So good buying opportunities if you want them. If you want to. But it's going to be slight. So the next one is Optimism. I'm wondering if it's probably a crypto. The health isn't the greatest. There's some celebrations and coming together of organizations behind the scenes. But the price isn't going to be following that. They got a lot of hoopla. Hey, look at us, look at us. But the price is not going to be following that. I don't think anybody's going to be interested in that excitement. Their attention is going to be elsewhere on other things. And they're not going to be optimism. it's not going to be there for this cryptocurrency for the next 3 months. So maybe some good buying opportunities coming up for that cryptocurrency. We do have the Wheel of Fortune within, so they may be bringing somebody in that's going to be correcting a lot of things going on behind the scenes to make it work much, much better. The general feeling I have for this one is, it's going to be there, but it's not going to be amazing or anything. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, there's going to be some good buying opportunities. If you're holding the cryptocurrency, you're going to have to be really patient with the price going forward. Okay. Thank you for the question. Okay. Hi, Andre. Can I get a reading on Kitty Inu? Okay. Boy, they're really getting their money's worth out of Inu word in the crypto community. And that's another thing. Beware of all these people using similar names, okay? Not all of them are going to be legit. Just saying. When there's money to be made, scams will be aplenty. Not probably something that I would deal with, actually. The people that are involved in it are going to be, they're going to be fine. They're going to be doing the things behind the scenes. The price is going to be pretty good for the next 3 months. They're going to be hiding things for people, so I think it may have some buying opportunities further down in the future, because those things will be starting to be revealed about the cryptocurrency. So in the next 3 months, it's probably going to have a nice pump because of the name and the glamour and all that sort of thing going on around that cryptocurrency. But I think a lot of the people are going to be figuring out that it's not as great as the original Shiba Inu. So after that 3 months, you're going to see a bit of a decline as more information is revealed about it. So I'm just picking up that it's a quick get in, get out as soon as the price pops. Okay. Thank you for that question. Should I travel in 3rd June or wait until June 20th? Okay. Now, if you're just going to Brandon, yeah, you can go anytime. If you're going any further than that, well, depending where you're from, Brandon's like 2 hours away from Winnipeg. Definitely don't go on the 3rd. Okay. There's some things going on there. June 30th would be, or 20th, excuse me. It looks a lot better, according to the cards. Okay. There's some things going on June 3rd that are going to be interesting, none to say. So just be careful of all that sort of thing. Make sure you prepare, depending on where you, how you're going there and where you're going. Strasbourg. Yeah. I'm just picking up the June 20th. Why do I keep saying 30th? There's no 30 days in June, is there? Yeah, there is.
Yes.
There is. So my slip of the tongue may be automatic speaking. So it may not be June 20th that you go. It may be June 30th that you go for whatever reason. You have to pay it. When you're psychic, you got to pay attention to these things. When you automatic talk, something out. But yeah, I'm the latter is probably the better time to go. Okay. Thank you for that question. How will Blockworkz do? Blockworkz. Okay. Overall, it seems to be doing fine. There's a 10 of wands in the price, so the price is going to go through their transition. It's the end of a cycle for the price, so whatever it's doing right now, it's going to be doing the opposite. There's a lot of fast motion within the health, so it looks pretty good that way. And we got the World card next to that, and we got the King and the Knight of Pentacles next to that. So meaning it's a very strong and healthy cryptocurrency platform. The people, they're going to be changing out some people just to make it much stronger. So there's going to be a nice selling time for this cryptocurrency coming up in the future. I don't think any really good buying opportunities. I do see some really good selling opportunities for this cryptocurrency going forward. Don't buy it when it's high. Okay, wait till it comes down. Overall, I think this cryptocurrency is pretty good. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Will XRP reach $100 US or more in the next 4 years? It's our buddy Dilly Dilly. Hello, Dilly Dilly. With all the great questions. Okay. In that time period, I don't think it's going to be $100 per coin. I think it's going to be considerably more under that in that time frame, as it readjusts itself and everything else happens in that time frame. It's going to be time for it to pick itself up off the floor. Okay, because somebody had already mentioned the court case has been extended till another year from now or something like that, which is, I think the judges on this are gonna get really annoyed by the whole thing and might throw it out of court. Just because it's just now become annoying. Okay, and they're holding on to something and trying to control something that cannot be controlled. Okay, so that's going to come into play with the $100 US evaluation. So no, not in that period of time. Okay, thank you for the question. Are we going to have a depression, and how long will it last for the economy? Well, it's 6 years. We already said that. Yeah, it'll be a bit of a depression. Okay. But it's always, even in the Great Depression, it was only a 7-year period, and then everything started coming back up. Okay. In that time period. And that's usually the cycle that it always has in every depression. Of course, we've only had one big one, but other downfalls of the whole market, it's been about 6-7 years until it gets back up. And it's going to be playing that scenario out again. Okay, thank you for the question. Shib. Oh, this is the Shib girlfriend coin? Okay. Now, we've done this one a couple times already. I think it's going to be just fun. They got the right mix of things going on within their platform. There's going to be changes, a lot of changes within the organization itself. We got the death card for that line of cards, meaning it doesn't mean the death of the coin, but it's just going to be probably a complete change out of the people that are working on this cryptocurrency. I'm hoping the power doesn't go out again, where the lights going on and off. Yeah, so there's going to be this huge change out, getting new people in, getting the right mix of people to move the project forward. Those sleepless nights are going to be ending very soon, as I think there's some really good buying opportunities at the moment, and then going back out. And this is within that next 3 months period. And then it's pretty good sailing from there for the next little while. Okay, so thank you for the question. BitTorrent, hey. So definitely an end of a cycle of a whole lot of things going on behind the scenes. There's the lights again, flickering on and off a little bit. Yesterday, we had a thunderstorm and that knocked out the power, which thus turned on the fire alarms. So after the power came back up, fun times here in Winnipeg. So BitTorrent is going to go through a new cycle. It's the end of a cycle of low prices. So get it now while you can, if you wish to, not buying up or not. Financial advice, of course. If you want to get into it, now is probably the time before it starts to go back up. They're no longer hung up on the things that they're trying to do to move it forward, and they figured themselves out for their spot in the sun in the cryptocurrency world, and being starting to be not obsolete within the Bitcoin sphere. Okay, so everything I believe is pretty good for BitTorrent going forward. Okay, thank you for the question. One more, I guess. Hi, Andre. Can you please look at the Chinese EV Nio? Where will they be in 5 years? Okay. Nio is a huge thing a couple years back. And they kind of fell out of favor and people stopped talking about them not that long ago, or quite a while ago. Let's see how they're doing today. In that realm, in China, okay, they're going to do very, very well. There was some court legal things going on with them within that sphere of influence, correcting many of the things that the Chinese government didn't like about that cryptocurrency. And that's going to be happening. I think people that are holding it will be rewarded thusly. Okay. But we're going to have to wait for this situation where they're changing everything behind the scenes with their cryptocurrency to make it Chinese compliant. But once all that happens, then I think people are going to be buying a little bit more into it. It won't be as big as it had been, okay? Because I think the Chinese already know, well, once the government's gotten its hands on it, It's probably turning into poop. So whenever government touches something, it turns into poop usually. Okay, so be aware of this. But I think there's going to be some good buying opportunities coming up really soon, and you're going to be making some pretty nice profit. Just remember, it's not going to be as great as it used to be. Okay. So, anything else to say about Neo before we go? No, not really. I think it'll be fine. It won't be as amazing as it used to be. Okay. One more, maybe. Russell, he like a 3-card reading. I'm just looking at the side. Strange Inu. It's strange. Looks strange. Again, be aware of all these new coins coming out with the word Inu, because there's going to be a lot of them that are scams. Okay? Just saying. They'll lure you in with that name. And then, anyways, 3-card reading for our friend Russell Rowe. You can be some situation that you see it as a management thing or a business thing going on with you. You're having a sleepless time of it, trying to figure out how to move forward with the situation. You got to figure out that the people giving you the information are not giving you the information that is correct. Okay, once you start listening to that, I think you'll start to realize the whole situation around this thing that you're working on, and you're going to take a different direction, and it's going to work out just fine for you once you stop listening to certain people around you. Then you can move forward with any situations going forward. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Okay, so I guess that's the show for today. Make sure if I missed your question, put in the comments below so we can write them out for the next show, which will be on Tuesday. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central, and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So make sure you put that on your calendar. We'll try to get to everybody's questions in those shows as well as we can. Just a reminder, go to secondreadsbyandroid.com if you like a personal reading with me. Just give me an email. We'll set up a time and place, and we'll have a good time with that. Also, if you like to protect your cryptocurrencies from everything out there, make sure you go to secondreadsbyandroid.com and go to the link in the in there for the Trezor wallet. Okay, that's a nice cold wallet. It's a perfect wallet to keep your cryptocurrencies protected from everything. Okay, just make sure you have a really nice computer to do it with. Okay, I think with that, I think that's it. Just always grateful for the people that come out. We make the show an amazing experience for everybody, especially me and the wife. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the future.